Porsche Centre Willoughby for the best day ever, collection day. Here it is under the covers, surrounded in the GT Silver corner. So we've got a Cayman in GT Silver there, and none other than the Carrera GT. Hey Stu, how you going? Good, good.
Ready?
Yes, yes, I'm excited.
Should we do a little bit of paperwork first?
Yeah, let's get the paperwork out of the way. So now, paperwork, and then we'll unveil this beast. Excited. Sweet and exciting. You're teasing me with this little model car here.
I'm not teasing, this is for you.
Oh, awesome. Look at that. So there's a model car of my car. There it is.
So we need a little bit of paperwork, a couple of signatures, and
Yep.
then we can go and have a look and get it on the
So
way.
sign my life away.
Your life away.
Now we can tear those sheets off the car. Look, the LED lights just shine bright straight through the cover. Shall we?
Let's do it.
And here it is, 2018, 700 horsepower, Nordschleife killer, the GT2 RS. This is the pinnacle in Porsche motoring. This is the final Porsche GT2 RS car to be released in the 991 series. Next year we have the 992 series, and right now, this is the best car out there in the marketplace today. You won't find a car quicker than this. It's beaten every hypercar around the Nürburgring track. The McLaren P1, the LaFerrari, we have no timings from Ferrari as yet. The Porsche 918, this is so much quicker. We're talking about 10 seconds quicker on the Nürburgring lap. And now, Stu's going to run us through this whole car, the process on collecting it, and everything that's special and unique about it. Stu, it's all on you now.
All right, let's do it. So first got one of your keys.
Yep.
So remember we colour matched this to your roof lining.
Okay.
And then your other key, we had the edges painted in GT Silver, which was a factory option.
Awesome. Awesome.
Should we get started?
Yeah.
So let's jump in and get you seated.
I'm greeted by myself right now, so I'm greeted by my own name.
Still tread plate.
Okay, let's jump in.
All right, pop the key in. And we'll just go on to the first clip, that's it. So a lot of this is fairly simple 911. Porsche keep it pretty simple. We're going to start on this side of the car and work our way across to that side.
Okay.
So, RS door pulls, window switch is pretty simple, mirrors, adjustment up here.
Yep.
Now with these seats, these are the 918 Spider seats, you do have height adjustment, electric height adjustment on the side.
That's different.
And
Didn't
then-
think that.
Yeah, so the other seats, the other carbon fibre folding seats don't have height adjustment.
Okay, so this does, so in every model, even the GT3 RS that had these seats, have this.
Electric height.
Okay.
And under your left leg, there's a lever to pull up to move the seat forward and back.
Okay, so, okay, heaps of leg space.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So then we can also adjust your steering wheel.
Yep.
So in the middle underneath, there's a little push
That,
down and away from you.
Okay, now I
Pull
can,
that in and out.
oh yeah.
That'll
cool.
also give us a bit of a better view of the leather-coloured leather steering column.
Okay, that's an option as well, wasn't it?
it's a good
So the leather option here with the red stitching as well.
That's it.
Cool.
So then you've got down here, you've got the handbrake.
Yep.
Okay, push it away. turn
Yeah,
it on.
you can hear it, so it's electronic.
That's
okay.
it. When your foot's on the brake, you pull it towards you and it turns off.
Okay.
Up here we've got headlight controls. When it's on automatic, this car's got the full LED dynamic lighting.
Yep.
So you can leave it on auto and it will adjust high beam. It has an anti-dazzle function, so it will move the beam out of an oncoming cars.
Okay. Is that every headlight, or is that the option that we have?
Just with this option that we selected.
Which is the LED,
LED
black.
headlights in black.
Yep.
So we can access all that through this little screen. Okay, so if you go down on there, see that will change this screen. We can go through radio
audio
controls, phone,
Yep.
satellite navigation, trip computer,
Yep.
tyre pressure monitoring, stopwatch,
Okay, that's the chrono.
lap timing, sport
Okay.
chrono, yep. G-force meter, so that's all part of the sport chrono package. Torque curve.
Okay.
So with that one there, if you push, go back to engine, so go one more. Yep. Push in,
Yep.
and then you can go down to settings. Yep, and go say to lighting as an example. Yep, push exterior lights. Yep.
Yep.
And then you can adjust. You know, so at the
Ah,
moment we've
so you
got
can put a fade out.
fading,
30
driving on which
seconds.
side of the road, right? So,
Yep.
and then pull it towards you, and again, and that takes you back out of that menu, and you can go
Okay.
in display, air conditioning. There's heaps of different settings you can configure.
Yep.
So then we can move across to the big screen, Lee. So see,
Yep.
you've got those few buttons down the bottom. The first one says tuner.
Yep.
So if you go to that, you've got radio, you've got AM, you've got FM, you've got digital.
Okay, AM and digital DAB. Yep.
Yep. So if you flick across to the next one, you've got media. So that'll let you skip through whether you're playing something from a USB device, if you're streaming via Bluetooth, or if you've stored music on the car's hard drive.
Yep.
You can also use Apple CarPlay as well by plugging your iPhone under the center console, and all your apps will come up on the screen.
Okay, so there's a cable for that, is
Correct.
there? Okay. Where does that go?
So
In the center
if you
console
lift that
here?
up,
Yep.
just right at the back,
Okay.
that USB slot.
Okay, so with the USB is so just an Apple
Yep,
iPhone.
normal
Yep.
Lightning charger. Yep.
So you can't play it via Bluetooth.
You can do that as well.
Okay.
Yep, you can
Apple
do both.
AirPlay. Okay.
Yep.
Via Bluetooth as well. Yep.
So then you've got nav and you've got map. So nav is to enter an address.
Yep.
Okay, and then it's all done on the touch screen.
Yep.
Or you've got map, which will then show the map, and you can move with
Okay.
your finger, you can pinch.
Okay,
and
so we
zoom.
can do it that way and pinch and zoom like an iPad or
Correct.
iPhone.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's cool.
Make sense? Yep.
Yep. Or you can use this.
Yep.
Okay.
And then you go down below that, you've got one that says home and one that says car.
So home.
Home just shows all those same buttons on the touch screen,
Okay, so you can just touch it. Yep.
and that's how you would also, if you were using Apple CarPlay, that's how you'd flick from CarPlay back to the Porsche system.
Okay. So instead of pressing the car button here, let's press it on the screen.
Yep. So now you can swipe the screen across, and it will show trip computer, distance, and things like that.
Okay, average speed as well, average consumption. So it does use a lot of petrol.
At the moment, during the run-in phase, it will. See in the middle there, one that says on the touch screen, it says SC.
Yep.
For Sport Chrono. So that's where you can log lap times,
Okay.
car's G-force data, and things like that, and you
Yep.
can take that out and overlay it.
So is that part of the YSAC package?
No, that's part of the Sport Chrono package.
Okay, that's the
lap
option.
Timing,
Yep.
G-force meter. It will show up on that screen there, and also remember you can have it on here.
Okay.
Okay, then you can go across and you've got some settings next to that on the
So, yep.
settings for the car, settings for the vehicle, settings for the PCM screen. Again, you can choose to do it there, or if it's easier, you can do it on this screen.
Okay. On the cluster.
Yep.
Yep.
So then you've got the volume on the left.
Yep.
Okay. Below that, you've got air conditioning controls. Okay.
Straightforward.
Yep.
Standard Porsche.
Yep.
So GT2 RS, a race car.
Mm.
Is there an option to remove the aircon
There is.
and the stereo as well?
Correct.
Ah, okay.
Yep. So you can make it as light as possible. Would be deleting those two items.
Yep.
It's probably best for Australia to tick the air
To
conditioning
keep
box.
it. Yeah, we get hot here.
Yep.
What about the car that did the Nürburgring track time, the record? Did that have a radio and aircon?
I don't believe it did.
No?
I think it was
Okay.
as light as possible. So
Yep,
that would
yep.
be a BiSac package, and then none of the extra weight.
Okay, so we would have saved a bit of weight removing this.
Yep.
Okay. No, we have to have it. We need the luxury here.
So then we go down. So you got the gear stick.
Yep.
Okay. Now there's a few different ways you can drive the car. just pop your foot on the brake for a sec.
Yep.
Put your thumb on the top of the gear stick, go all the way down into drive.
Yep.
So that will show up D for drive there.
Yep.
Now at any stage, you're in drive, you're driving in automatic, you can shift manually from the paddles.
Okay.
Okay, and if you make a gear shift and then you don't touch anything for 5-6 seconds, it'll go back into automatic.
Okay.
However, if you push the gear stick to the left, that's now in manual mode. So you can shift on the steering wheel.
Yep, the paddle shifters here.
Or you can use, up or down.
Okay, so down is for upper gear. Yep.
And then that'll stay in manual until you tell it what to do.
Okay.
Then go back to drive and then all the way up.
Cool.
Okay. So then we move down a bit. You've got a button there that says PDK Sport.
Yep.
Okay, so when you're driving in D for drive, the car will be quite civilised. It'll shuffle up through the gears rather quickly. If you press PDK Sport, it'll light up red. The gearbox shift strategy becomes a lot more aggressive.
So tighter gear shifts.
Yeah, so it'll shift a lot higher in the revs. It'll downshift a lot earlier, make a lot more noise.
Okay.
Just be a fair bit more aggressive, and it will shift. You could do a track day with the car in PDK Sport, and you wouldn't need to change gears yourself.
Okay.
You can if you want, but it would shift where you would want.
Yep.
It's a very, very smart
So
program.
that's only for the gearbox, or does that tighten up the throttle response like other cars that have a sport button?
No, so just gearbox.
Just gearbox.
The car is kind of always
Sport.
Yeah.
Yep. Or race mode in this case.
correct. So below that,
Yep.
you've then got PASM, or Porsche Active
So
Suspension
if we
Management.
press that, okay.
Yep, so that will go into PASM Sport Selected,
Yep.
which then stiffens the shock absorber force.
Okay.
Okay,
And
so-
what about on the road? So, okay, when we're driving on normal streets,
Yep.
this would be on off,
Yep.
pretty much.
Then we go into
Normal mode, yep.
yep.
So it'll be a lot more comfortable, obviously, for potholes and
Yep,
bumps
yep.
and
So for normal Sydney roads, it
Yep.
would be a lot more comfortable. There is also you'll find this car will be a lot more comfortable than you think. On top of the normal shock absorber and spring setup,
Yep.
at the top there is a helper spring that's sole job is to just deal with the kind of fairly average Sydney roads,
Yep.
just to absorb those little bumps.
Yep.
And then once you get a bit of speed into the car and it would compress, then it would use the normal
Okay.
full shock.
So when you have that on sport mode, when you press the button,
Yep,
does
you'll-
it still use that small
It
spring
still
on
does,
the top? Yep.
but it just stiffens that shock absorber, and you'll know about it.
Okay.
Now, with Porsche GT cars, you can separate stability control from traction control. Most cars just have one button that says ESC off or something like that.
Yep.
Whereas this, you could turn stability control off if you wanted to have the car moving around a little bit, but
How
still,
happy?
Yep, but still
That's that button.
controlling the possible wheel spin from a 700 horsepower monster, or the button right at the bottom if you hold
Which is
that
that
down.
one? That's
That's everything off. You're on your own.
okay. That's demon mode.
That's it. Then we go back up to the top on the other side, and you've got the exhaust. Okay, so
The
you'll hear
exhaust
the valves
valves.
in the exhaust open, makes a dramatically different
Yep.
note. Below that, you've got the front axle lift.
Okay.
Okay, so that system will lift the nose of the car by 4 centimeters instantly.
Okay, so quick.
Yep, very quick. So you
Yep.
don't need to wait for it to go up or anything. A little light will come up in here that says lift. Once you drive and get to about 60 kilometres an hour, if you haven't lowered it, the car will bring itself down.
Okay.
So you've selected to do leather on the tops of the doors, tops of the dash, and then having the red stitching to
Stitching, yep.
match. Carbon fibre interior,
Okay.
carbon fibre centre console trim as well.
So that's an option.
Correct.
To the
Yep.
carbon fibre. Okay, I didn't realise.
Also with carbon fibre is the shift paddles, which are with the
Yep.
Vice-Arc package.
Yep.
The Vice-Arc package also gives you that lovely titanium roll cage behind you,
Yes.
and then we've got Vice-Arc package, Vice-Arc embossed on the headrests of your seats. With the seats, there were 4 different seat packages. I think you chose the best one.
Yep. The 918 seats.
Correct.
Yep.
Correct. A couple of little things. Remember we changed this from standard, it's in yellow.
Yep, we made
did
it red.
In red to match.
Yep.
Also did the Sport Chrono dial in red.
Yep.
Then a little option, we've got the smoker
Yeah,
package,
to
which
give
is
it that
the
lid.
cover
Yeah, the
for
cover.
that, which I think just makes it look a bit neater and tidier.
Yeah, yeah, it does. It does.
We mentioned before the steering column case in leather.
Yep.
And then a few options on the outside, the LED headlights in black. Vice-Arc package gives it the white gold magnesium
Yep.
wheels, and then a few other little Vice-Arc
And the Alcantara.
sun
Yeah.
visors.
What were the sun visors standard? Are they like a
It's just a
vinyl plastic? Yeah.
this certainly looks a lot nicer, especially when the rest of the
Yeah, the roof is all Alcantara. Yeah.
you build a pretty special car.
Yes.
Should we have a look down here? We've got
Yep.
access to the front and access to the engine. So let's pop these two
Yep.
and we'll have a look. So, carbon fibre bonnet.
Yep.
So do you want to just open, just finger in there and slide that across? And that will open up. So, carbon. So then we've got the harnesses.
That's a car cover.
Yep, Porsche car cover. We've got the harnesses for the passenger. We've also got the fire extinguisher, which we can fit into the passenger footwell.
Yep.
There's a tyre inflation kit as well, the tyre goo that can go into the tyre in the event of a
Okay.
puncture. A safety warning triangle. Then we've got a intercooler water spray system.
Okay, so how does that work?
So there's a 5 litre tank
Yep.
of water that when the car notices that the intake charge temperatures are getting above a certain temperature, it'll spray atomised water into the intercooler, like the intake side of the engine, and it can reduce intake temperatures by up to 20 degrees.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so it keeps everything under control. When that tank is getting empty, you will get a display flash up and let you know.
Okay, that's a refill. So that's only distilled water.
Correct.
Basically bottled water.
Correct.
Okay. And if I touch that lid, it's
feel
cool
it.
to the touch, yeah.
Yep.
So does it actually cool as
Yeah.
well? So it's refrigerated
Correct.
water?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Then we've also got our brake ducts, so that come through the NACA ducts on the bonnet,
Yep.
down through here, and they're brake cooling.
Okay.
Okay.
So they do have, they're just not there for cosmetics,
No, not just for looks.
so you can actually use it.
And then we've got the sticker, not a badge,
Yeah, so that's a sticker now.
keeping it as light as possible.
Yeah.
Should we have a look at the back?
Yep. Just love this spoiler. Look at it, when you open it up, just carbon fibre, then it says Porsche here across the back. People used to go and put vinyl stickers on the GT3 RSs, is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Where they put Porsche, now Porsche decided
Yep.
to have it there.
That's it.
Is it only on the Weissach package?
Correct.
Or
Yep. Just
okay,
the Weissach
so
package
without
cars.
the Weissach package, you won't have it. And how much is the Weissach package in
The
total?
Weissach package is just under $70,000.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, there you have it.
Open this up
Yep,
and it will click into place.
okay.
Okay, so they've even done without struts. So normally there might be like a gas struts under here. Porsche have saved as much weight as they can by just having a little clip. So there's a bit of a trick to getting it down. You don't just shut it.
Yep,
So if
Lift.
you lift it up, push
Yep.
it down,
yep.
and then there you go.
Ah, and then you can close it. Okay.
Then
All
under
right.
here, we've got these to match your wheels.
Ah, okay, so if the wheels are painted black, would these be in black as well?
No, this stays, so I think you've nailed it by
Okay.
leaving the wheels in that same colour.
Oh, cool.
Carbon fibre, and then we've got access to engine oil and coolant.
Okay.
Otherwise, there's not a huge amount more to see under the back of a 911.
So there's no dipstick or anything, so that's all electronic in the cluster?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's close this. So up, down,
That's it.
drop it, and push down a bit. Okay.
Done. Did you want to hear the, should we turn it on and hear the difference in the exhaust?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
So right now, we're going to show you exactly what the exhaust valve button does. So there's two exhaust tips, one on either side, and when you press the button, it opens that exhaust tip. So Stu is in the car right now. I'm going to start it. It rumbles. Okay, so the valve just closed right now, and when Stu presses the button, it opens and rumbles a lot more. Like, it's loud. It really is loud. Wow. Yeah, that's loud, Stu. So, yeah, because people say that it's a turbo car. The turbos sound muffled. They don't rumble as much, but this rumbled. Yeah, it's louder than a GT2 RS to me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
More of like a low, kind of really, really deep, burble.
Yeah. It's different. For a turbo Porsche, this is very, very, very different.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's about it. You ready
yeah, I'm ready to take it out for a spin. I'm just so excited. I just can't wait to jump in and drive. Yeah.
Open these showroom doors and get out of here?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, I'll open the doors.
But before doing that, I won't forget the car cover.
Yep.
Get the car cover here. Okay, so we're going to take this car now for its first drive impressions. Take it for a little run. I'd say about a 20-30 kilometers. See how well it performs in those kilometers. Or talking about driving the car, braking period.
Yep.
So
for the first 3,000 kilometers, Porsche say that you should keep the revs under 5,000 RPM.
Yep.
You should, for the first couple of 100 kilometers, 100, 200 Ks, I would go easy on the tyres and also no extreme braking.
Yep.
Again, the brakes have got to bed in. Once you've done a few thousand kilometers, then each 1,000 kilometers you would go up 1,000 RPM.
Okay.
There's a lot of different people say different things about running it in, but the 3,000 kilometer is what Porsche...
That's what's recommended. Okay, in the books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Otherwise, I've heard people say 500 Ks, and every 100 Ks over,
they go another
1,000 RPM,
Yep.
or even 1,000 Ks, and then you can open up the engine.
So
Some
it's
say
just gradually revving the car and exercising.
so. Don't baby it too much.
I wouldn't baby it. I just wouldn't be giving it absolutely
And no track time.
no track time just yet.
Yeah. Okay. So cool. Beautiful. All right, let's take it for a spin. Thanks, Stu.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Enjoy, Lee.
I'm so excited. All right, cheers, Stu. So for the first drive, okay, we've got the suspension lift up because it does have a very low front splitter. This is so exciting. Okay, I'm gonna drive it in sport mode. Gotta feel this. It's such a cool car. God. Wow. Okay, first impressions, it sounds rumbly. The minute you take off, that exhaust just rumbles. Forget what everybody says, oh, you know, turbocharged cars, they're muffled, no sound. Nah, not in this beast. There's heaps of sound. Look at that. Put my foot down a little bit. That was only up to 3,500 RPM. The car goes all the way to 7,200. It's pretty cool. It's a very fun thing right now. It's very, very quick, that's for sure. Okay, on the road right now, there's minor bumps on the road. I don't feel them as such. This thing handles the road really good. It's just smooth right now. It feels like being in another 911 or a GT3. Just quite easy, quite simple. You can, such an elegant drive, so easy to use. I can't stop smiling. Oh, this first drive impression is beyond anything right now. Let me tell you, driven many cars, and this is so exciting. It's just so tight. The steering feels nice and tight. The suspension, you can feel it. You can hear that exhaust wail. It's just, it's phenomenal. Porsche have really nailed it with this car. Okay, let's go back to it. I've been repeating myself over and over again. Nürburgring, Nordschleife, track killer. It holds the record. This is the record-breaking car. The car that's broken all sorts of records. I can't believe that it's 10 seconds around the track quicker than the 918 Spider. So I'm driving a car that's faster than the 918. Okay, we've got thinner glass at the back, so I can hear a lot of the road bumps. I can hear the road a lot. It's pretty clear. You can actually hear this road. Suspension wise, it's really, really smooth. Maybe until I press the suspension sports button. Now I'm in sports mode, so let's see what that feels like. Okay, suspension's a lot tighter now, and the car does feel, so responsive every time at any RPM. Right now at 3000 RPM, it is very, very responsive. It just looks so amazing. When I looked at it on the outside, picking it up, the car just blew my mind away. I've never seen a car that looks this great in 911 form. You know, the Carrera GT 918, they look sensational. I love them. But this thing just looks like a whole nother level altogether. It's a race car on the streets. You can just see it front on, those big fat hips at the rear. The wider guards are just unbelievable. It's what sets this car apart from the rest. It shows you that, hey, I'm here, the GT2 RS, and I'm going to beat you. I'm going to take over. I'm the track king. I'm the track god. And this is what the 2018 991 GT2 RS is. And what everyone's saying is we're not going to get another GT2 RS until another 7 or 8 years time. So traditionally they've always made them GT2s every 8 years, so they're the most scarce 911 model that you can get, and the most wildest. That's why they call them the Widowmaker. So with this car, 700 horsepower, 0 to 100 in 2.8 seconds. But I did watch a review, someone did 0 to 100 in 2.5 seconds, quarter mile in 9.6 seconds. That's right, 9.6 seconds, quarter mile. The 918, 9.9 seconds. The McLaren P1, 9.8 seconds. This is even quicker than both hypercars. And let me tell you, I even believe that it might be quicker than the LaFerrari. It is one of the greatest rides ever for Porsche. It is so comfortable. These seats are so